Breaking buzz, Bruno Mars has reportedly been spotted at an airport in Los Angeles, and now fans are asking one big question. Where is the global superstar headed next? A new airport sighting involving Bruno Mars has sparked fresh speculation online, with fans immediately wondering whether the singer is preparing for a private getaway, heading somewhere for a new project, or simply traveling after an intense run of performances. And while there is no confirmed information revealing Bruno Mars' final destination, the timing of this sighting has made the moment especially interesting. So, where could Bruno Mars be going? Before we get into the possibilities, make sure you stay until the end, because there is one detail about Bruno's current schedule that could make this airport appearance much more interesting than it first seems. And if you follow Bruno Mars, the romantic tour, Silk Sonic, Anderson.Paak, or the latest celebrity news, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. Now, let's get into it. Bruno Mars is one of the most recognizable performers in the world. Whether he is performing a massive stadium show, appearing alongside another superstar, teasing new music, or simply stepping out in public, even an ordinary airport appearance can quickly become a major talking point among fans. This latest sighting in Los Angeles is no exception. Images and social media posts surrounding Bruno's appearance quickly created a wave of curiosity. Fans began looking at every available detail, from his appearance and travel timing to the possibility that he could be heading toward another destination. But there is an important distinction here. Seeing Bruno Mars at an airport does not automatically tell us where he is going. There has been no confirmed announcement revealing his destination, and there is no verified statement saying that he is officially taking a vacation. That uncertainty is exactly what has made the story so interesting. Because when a superstar like Bruno Mars is seen traveling privately, the possibilities are almost endless. Could he be taking a well-earned break? Could he be heading somewhere warm and quiet? Could this be a private trip before the next major chapter of the romantic tour? Or could there be something completely different happening behind the scenes? The internet naturally has theories, and the timing is what makes this sighting especially intriguing. Bruno Mars has been through an enormous period of activity. His 2026 comeback era has placed him back at the center of global pop culture, with the romantic album, major performances, streaming milestones, and the romantic tour generating headlines across the world. For an artist who has spent months moving between cities, performing for huge audiences, and maintaining one of the most demanding schedules in entertainment, a period of private travel would hardly be surprising. In fact, after a major stretch of performances, even the biggest superstar needs time to step away from the spotlight. And that brings us to the first major possibility: a vacation. Could Bruno Mars simply be looking for a few days of peace away from cameras, stadiums, rehearsals, interviews, and social media? It is certainly possible. Los Angeles is one of the world's biggest entertainment hubs, but it is also one of the most connected travel centers on the planet. From Los Angeles, Bruno could easily be heading toward another American city, an international destination, or even a location where he could enjoy some privacy. And if this is a vacation, Bruno would have plenty of options. A tropical destination, a luxury resort, a quiet European escape, private island, or simply another city where he can relax without the pressure of performing. But here is where the story gets even more interesting. Bruno Mars does not always need to announce what he is doing. The singer has historically maintained a relatively private personal life compared with many other global celebrities. While his professional career is constantly under public attention, his private movements can remain surprisingly mysterious. That means an airport sighting can create a lot of questions without necessarily providing many answers. Fans see the departure. Fans see the airport. Fans see Bruno. But the destination remains unknown. And that gap between what we know and what we don't know is exactly where speculation begins. Could he be heading somewhere connected to music? That possibility cannot be ignored. Bruno Mars is currently associated with one of the biggest entertainment stories of 2026, and his career has entered another major chapter. The romantic has brought Bruno back into the spotlight as a solo artist after years of anticipation. His collaboration history, including Silk Sonic with Anderson.Paak, has also kept fans constantly watching for unexpected appearances and musical announcements. So whenever Bruno is spotted traveling, fans naturally wonder whether there is something happening behind the scenes. Could there be a studio session? Could there be a secret collaboration? Could Bruno be meeting another artist? Could he be preparing for another performance? Or could he simply be traveling because he has earned some time away? At this moment, there is no confirmed evidence that this airport trip is connected to a new recording session or collaboration. And that is important, because the most exciting part of celebrity news is often the mystery. But mystery should not be confused with confirmation. What we know is that Bruno Mars was reportedly seen at an airport in Los Angeles. What we do not know is where he was going. And what we definitely should not do is turn a simple airport sighting into a confirmed vacation announcement. Still, the timing is fascinating. Bruno's 2026 schedule has already produced some unforgettable moments. The romantic tour has taken him to major venues and cities, bringing his music to massive audiences and creating countless viral moments along the way. From the stage to social media, Bruno has continued to dominate conversations surrounding live entertainment. And now, after another intense stretch, an airport sighting naturally raises the question: what comes next? Maybe the answer is simple. Maybe Bruno is taking a break. Maybe he wants to spend time away from the stage. Maybe he is heading somewhere where nobody knows his name. Imagine that. After performing in front of tens of thousands of people, traveling across countries, hearing crowds sing every word, and living under constant attention, Bruno could simply want to disappear for a few days. No stage, no spotlight, no cameras, just Bruno Mars, somewhere far away from the noise. And honestly, that might be the most logical explanation of all. But there is another possibility that fans should keep in mind. His next destination could be connected to work. Bruno Mars is not just a singer. He is a songwriter, producer, performer, and creative force. His career is built around music, live performance, visual presentation, and collaboration. A short flight can potentially lead to a studio. A studio session can lead to a new song. A meeting can lead to a collaboration. And a collaboration can suddenly become one of the biggest stories in pop music. That is why fans are watching. Because with Bruno Mars, even a seemingly ordinary trip can eventually become part of a much bigger story. But there is one thing that makes this particular airport sighting stand out: the mystery itself. There is no giant promotional campaign attached to it. No major announcement explaining the destination. No official confirmation saying Bruno is beginning a vacation. Just a superstar spotted traveling. And sometimes that is enough to send the internet into detective mode. Fans begin zooming in. They examine the photos. They look at clothing. They look for luggage. They compare dates. They check tour schedules. They search social media. They ask whether another celebrity is traveling at the same time. And suddenly, one airport appearance becomes a global conversation. That is the power of celebrity culture in 2026. But let's slow down for a moment, because this is where we need to separate fact from fan theory. There is currently no verified information confirming Bruno Mars' next destination. There is also no confirmed announcement that he is taking a vacation. So any destination being discussed online should be treated as speculation unless Bruno, his team, or a reliable official source confirms it. That doesn't make the story less interesting. In fact, it makes the mystery even bigger. Because now the question isn't simply, where is Bruno Mars going? The bigger question is, what is Bruno Mars preparing for next? Could this be the beginning of a quiet break? Could he be traveling before returning to the stage? Could he be heading toward a private creative project? And just when it seemed like the airport sighting might be nothing more than a routine celebrity travel moment, the conversation surrounding Bruno Mars began to take another turn. Because there is one question that continues to follow every major Bruno Mars sighting. What happens next? For an artist at Bruno's level, travel can mean many different things. Sometimes it means rest. Sometimes it means work. Sometimes it means meeting people away from the public eye. And sometimes it means absolutely nothing more than getting on a plane and going somewhere private. But that uncertainty has not stopped fans from trying to connect the dots. Across social media, Bruno Mars fans have been discussing the possibility that the singer could be taking some personal time following an extremely demanding period of performances and international travel. And honestly, it would make sense. Imagine spending months moving from one city to another, performing in front of enormous crowds, rehearsing for hours, maintaining a demanding production schedule, traveling internationally, and constantly being surrounded by cameras. Eventually, even a global superstar needs to step away. That is why the idea of a Bruno Mars vacation is so believable. But believable does not mean confirmed. And that distinction matters. There is currently no official confirmation revealing Bruno's destination or saying that he is specifically taking a vacation. The airport appearance only tells us that he was traveling. Everything beyond that remains a question. Still, the timing has created plenty of curiosity. Bruno Mars has had an extraordinary 2026. The romantic era has placed him back at the center of the global music conversation, and the romantic tour has transformed that momentum into one of the most talked about live music events of the year. Fans have watched Bruno perform in major stadiums, celebrate career milestones, interact with fellow artists, and create moments that spread across social media within minutes. Now, seeing him away from the stage creates an entirely different kind of curiosity. There is no microphone in his hand. There is no giant stadium behind him. There is no elaborate stage production. Instead, fans are looking at Bruno Mars simply as a traveler. And that is rare. Bruno has always maintained a level of privacy around his personal life, which makes public sightings especially fascinating. When another celebrity posts every detail of a vacation, fans already know where they are going before the plane lands. Bruno operates differently. That privacy leaves room for mystery, and mystery creates conversation. Suddenly, fans are asking whether Los Angeles was simply the starting point of a longer journey. Could he be flying somewhere in the United States? Could he be leaving the country? Could he be heading toward a tropical destination? Could he be visiting friends or family? Could he be traveling for music? Or could this simply be a personal trip with absolutely no connection to his professional career? All of those possibilities remain open. And there is another important factor. Bruno Mars has a huge international fan base. That means wherever he travels, there is a possibility that fans will recognize him. Los Angeles is already one of the world's biggest celebrity capitals, but Bruno's fame extends far beyond California. From the United States to Europe, Asia, Latin America, and Australia, Bruno Mars has built an audience that follows his career across continents. So even a quiet trip can quickly become international entertainment news. And once a sighting appears online, the speculation moves incredibly fast. A photo becomes a post. The post becomes a discussion. The discussion becomes a theory. And the theory becomes a headline. But this is exactly why viewers should be careful with unverified celebrity rumors. A fan theory can be entertaining, can be interesting, can even turn out to be correct. But until there is confirmation, it remains a theory. And right now, the only safe conclusion is that Bruno Mars was reportedly seen traveling through Los Angeles. His destination remains unknown. His reason for traveling remains unknown. And whether this is a vacation, business trip, or private journey remains unconfirmed. Yet there is something else worth considering. Maybe Bruno does not want the public to know. Maybe that is the entire point. After years of worldwide fame, privacy becomes one of the most valuable things a celebrity can have. For Bruno Mars, a private trip could be an opportunity to disconnect. No interviews, no cameras, no stage rehearsals, no social media obligations, no questions about the next song, no questions about the next concert, just time away. And if that is what Bruno is doing, fans may simply have to respect the mystery. But there is always another possibility in the music industry. Sometimes artists travel because something is happening behind the scenes. A songwriter may fly to meet a producer. A producer may fly to meet another artist. A singer may travel to record vocals. A team may gather somewhere outside Los Angeles to work on a project away from the normal studio environment. Bruno Mars has worked with some of the biggest names in modern music, so the idea of a private creative meeting is not impossible. But again, There is no confirmation that this particular airport trip is connected to new music. And that is where the story becomes fascinating. We are not looking at an announcement. We are looking at a clue. Maybe it is a clue to nothing. Maybe it is a clue to a vacation. Or maybe it is a clue to something fans will understand later. That is the suspense. And Bruno's fans know better than most that his career can change direction quickly. One collaboration can create a global hit. One performance can become a viral moment. One surprise appearance can dominate entertainment headlines. And one unexpected trip can make everyone start asking questions. But perhaps the most reasonable expectation is that Bruno is simply taking some time for himself. After the intensity of the romantic tour, a break would be completely understandable. Touring is not just about standing on stage for 2 hours. Behind every concert are rehearsals, sound checks, transportation, wardrobe changes, production meetings, technical teams, dancers, musicians, travel schedules, and constant physical and mental preparation. When a tour stretches across multiple countries and major venues, the pressure becomes enormous. So when fans see Bruno Mars traveling away from the spotlight, there is another way to look at it. Not as a mysterious celebrity disappearance, but as a superstar taking a breath. And perhaps that is exactly what he needs. Still, fans are not going to stop asking questions. They want to know where Bruno is going. They want to know whether he will be spotted somewhere else. They want to know if another celebrity will appear in the story. They want to know whether a new collaboration could be coming. And they want to know what happens after this chapter of the romantic era. Those questions will likely continue until Bruno or his team provides more information. For now, there is no reason to rush to a conclusion. The smartest approach is to watch for verified updates. If Bruno arrives at another public location, fans may get another clue. If a new performance is announced, the airport trip may suddenly make more sense. If a new collaboration is revealed, people may look back at this moment differently. And if nothing happens at all, then perhaps Bruno simply enjoyed a private getaway. That possibility should not be overlooked. Celebrity culture often creates the expectation that every movement has a hidden meaning. But sometimes an airport is just an airport. Sometimes a flight is just a flight. And sometimes a superstar is simply going somewhere because they want to. That could easily be the case here. Still, the timing has created a perfect storm of curiosity. Bruno Mars is coming off an extraordinary period in his career. His name remains highly searchable. His songs continue to dominate streaming platforms. His performances continue to generate viral clips. His fans remain highly engaged. And his next move is always a potential headline. That is why this seemingly simple sighting has become a story worth watching. Because Bruno Mars is not an ordinary celebrity. He is one of the defining performers of his generation. His ability to move between pop, R&B, soul, funk, and classic showmanship has made him a global icon. And his influence extends beyond music. His fashion choices become talking points. His collaborations become headlines. His concerts become social media events. Even his quiet moments can attract attention. The mystery surrounding Bruno Mars' latest airport sighting continues to grow, and the more fans talk about it, the more questions seem to appear. At first, it looked like a simple celebrity travel moment. Bruno Mars at an airport in Los Angeles. A few cameras, a quick glimpse, and then, almost immediately, fans began asking the question that has now become the center of the conversation. Where is Bruno Mars going? There is still no official answer. And that is exactly why this story continues to attract attention. Bruno Mars has reached a level of international fame where his movements can become entertainment news almost instantly. A performance can generate millions of views. A collaboration can dominate music headlines. Public appearance can trend across social media. But an airport sighting is different. There is no stage. There is no microphone. There is no official announcement. There is simply a superstar on the move. And that leaves fans with a mystery. One of the biggest possibilities remains a vacation. After an incredibly demanding touring period, it would be completely understandable if Bruno decided to take some time away from the spotlight. Think about the schedule behind a massive stadium tour. There are rehearsals, sound checks, travel days, costume fittings, production meetings, band rehearsals, media commitments, long flights, different time zones, and then, after all of that, there is the actual performance. For an artist like Bruno Mars, every show is designed to look effortless. But behind the scenes, that level of performance requires enormous preparation. So perhaps the airport sighting is not the beginning of another major project. Perhaps it is the opposite. Perhaps it is the beginning of a break. A chance to sleep, a chance to relax, a chance to spend time away from thousands of fans, a chance to enjoy life without having to perform for anyone. And if that is the case, Bruno may intentionally keep the destination private. That would not be unusual for a celebrity who values personal privacy. But there is another possibility that has fans talking. What if the destination is connected to music? This is where things become much more interesting. Bruno Mars is not only a performer. He is deeply involved in the creative process behind his music. Songwriting, production, arrangements, recording, performance concepts, collaborations. Every part of the Bruno Mars experience is carefully crafted. That means travel can sometimes be connected to creativity. A musician might fly to meet another artist. A producer might travel for a private recording session. A songwriter might disappear for a few days and return with something completely unexpected. And Bruno has a long history of keeping certain creative projects quiet until the right moment. However, there is currently no verified information confirming that this airport appearance is connected to a new recording project. That distinction is important. Fans can speculate. Fans can discuss possibilities. Fans can make predictions. But speculation should not be presented as fact. And right now, the facts remain limited. Bruno Mars was reportedly seen at an airport in Los Angeles. His destination has not been officially confirmed. His reason for traveling has not been officially confirmed. And there is no verified announcement saying that he is beginning a vacation or preparing a secret collaboration. Everything else is still part of the mystery. But that has not stopped the internet from searching for clues. This is how modern celebrity news works. A single photograph can become a conversation. A conversation can become a theory. A theory can become a trending topic. And suddenly, millions of people are trying to figure out what one celebrity might be doing next. Bruno Mars is particularly interesting because he does not constantly document his personal life online. That makes rare public appearances more valuable to fans. When he appears, people notice. When he travels, people wonder. When he disappears, people speculate. And when he suddenly returns, everyone wants to know what happened during the time away. That is why this airport moment has created such a strong reaction. The question is not only where Bruno is going. The question is what this trip might mean. Could it mean the end of one chapter? Could it be the beginning of another? Or could it mean absolutely nothing beyond a private journey? There is no way to know yet, but there is another detail worth considering. Bruno Mars has fans all over the world, so if he travels internationally, the possibility of another sighting increases dramatically. A fan could recognize him at an airport. Someone could see him at a hotel. Another person could spot him at a restaurant. A photograph could suddenly appear online. And within minutes, the entire fan base could be trying to identify the location. That is the strange reality of global celebrity. Privacy becomes increasingly difficult when millions of people know your face. And Bruno's face is recognized almost everywhere. Still, the singer has managed to maintain a level of mystery around his personal life. That mystery may be part of what makes him so fascinating. Unlike celebrities who share every detail of their day, Bruno often lets the music and performances speak for themselves. That means fans sometimes have to wait, and waiting creates anticipation. Now, imagine if another Bruno Mars sighting appears soon. What if fans suddenly see him in another country? What if he is photographed somewhere completely unexpected? What if he is seen with another musician? What if a new announcement appears shortly afterward? That could change the entire interpretation of this first airport sighting. Suddenly, what looked like a vacation could look like a business trip. Or what looked like a business trip could turn out to be nothing more than a personal getaway. That uncertainty is why it is too early to make a definitive claim. For now, the responsible conclusion is simple. Bruno Mars is traveling. The destination is unknown. The purpose is unknown. And fans are waiting for more information. But there is another reason this story has captured attention. Bruno's career is currently in a fascinating period. The Romantic era has brought renewed attention to his solo career. His music continues to generate massive streaming numbers. His live performances remain highly anticipated. And his name continues to appear in conversations involving some of the biggest artists and events in the entertainment industry. That means anything involving Bruno Mars has the potential to become bigger than expected. A simple airport photo may eventually lead nowhere, but it could also become an interesting timestamp in the timeline of his next major move. And that is why fans keep watching. The entertainment industry is built on anticipation. What is coming next? Who is collaborating with whom? What song is being recorded? Where is the next concert? What will the next music video look like? Which artist will make a surprise appearance? And in Bruno Mars' case, even the question of where he is traveling can become part of that anticipation. But perhaps the most important thing is to remember that Bruno is also a person. Behind the superstar image is someone who may simply want to travel without having to explain every decision. Maybe he is going somewhere beautiful. Maybe he is visiting people close to him. Maybe he is looking for a quiet place to recharge. Maybe he is spending a few days away from the pressure of being Bruno Mars. That possibility deserves as much attention as the more dramatic theories. Because after years of global success, rest is not a strange idea. It is necessary. And after an exhausting run of major performances, a private vacation could be exactly what the singer needs. But now comes the question that fans may be thinking about the most. If Bruno is taking a vacation, where would he go? Would he choose a tropical destination? Would he prefer a luxury resort? Could he travel somewhere with a strong connection to music? Could he visit a city where he has performed before? Or would he choose somewhere completely disconnected from his professional world? There are countless possibilities, but none should be treated as confirmed until reliable information becomes available. And perhaps that is what makes the story so addictive. There is no easy answer. There is no official destination. There is no announcement telling fans exactly what is happening. There is only a sighting and a question. Where is Bruno Mars going? The questions surrounding Bruno Mars' latest airport sighting are not going away anytime soon. If anything, the mystery has become even more interesting because there is still one piece of information that fans desperately want to know: the destination. Where exactly is Bruno Mars going after leaving Los Angeles? At this point, there is no verified answer. And that is important because the internet has a tendency to fill empty spaces with theories. A celebrity is seen at an airport, and suddenly people begin predicting vacations, secret meetings, recording sessions, surprise performances, and even potential collaborations. But the reality can be much simpler. Bruno could be traveling for personal reasons. He could be visiting friends. He could be taking a short break. He could be traveling for business. Or he could simply be going somewhere that has nothing to do with his career. The truth is, nobody outside his private circle can say for certain. And perhaps that uncertainty is exactly what makes this moment so fascinating. Bruno Mars has spent years building a reputation as one of the world's most polished entertainers. His performances are carefully produced. His music is meticulously arranged. His public appearances often feel intentional. But airports are different. They are transitional spaces. Artists arrive. Artists leave. People come and go. And sometimes the public catches a celebrity in the middle of that transition. That is what appears to have happened here. Bruno was reportedly spotted at an airport in Los Angeles, and almost immediately, fans began wondering what comes next. Could he be heading somewhere connected to the romantic tour? Could another performance be on the horizon? Could he be traveling to a location where a new project is being developed? Or could he simply be taking a much-needed vacation? Let's consider the vacation possibility first.